Hi, I'm Laura from Access Your Life, which is an online platform encouraging people living with disabilities and their carers to review medical equipment and share their experiences, all of which can help other people living in similar situations achieve a brighter future. Now this is my beautiful assistance dog, Bliss. Do you want to say hi? She is from the charity Canine Partners, and this video is all about the incredible work they do. Now, it's hard to sum up just how much my life has changed since having a canine partner. I used to be a fiercely independent dancer, and then suddenly everything changed. It was actually the night before my final teaching exam that I was rushed into hospital, and initially everyone assumed that I had just overexerted myself, when in fact I have a rare genetic condition, although it took several years to figure out what was wrong with me. And in this time my body severely deteriorated. I suddenly became dependent on a wheelchair, full-time care from my mum. Literally everything was turned upside down. I had no independence. I suddenly was very depressed and miserable, and I hated not being able to do things on my own or even be left by myself. After seeing something on TV about Canine Partners, I decided to apply online. I didn't really have much hope and I wasn't sure whether I'd be accepted, but I was thrilled to find out that I, after a few years, would eventually be matched with an assistance dog. All I wanted out of the partnership was to regain some independence, but nothing can prepare you for the joy an assistance dog will bring, not only to your life but your entire family's. After 2 years, I eventually received that life-changing phone call and I found out I had been matched with Bliss. I then had to go on a 2-week course, which was the most intense and overwhelming experience I have ever been through. I had to learn all the commands and how to bond and work with Bliss. I have had a pet dog for many years, but having an assistance dog is totally different. I was initially quite paranoid about being able to remember all the commands and implement everything I had learned on the course once I got home. However, the benefit of having an assistance dog was apparent immediately, and that very first night Bliss took off my sock and I didn't have to ask my carer to do it was such a liberating feeling, and I knew I had made the right choice. Now Bliss can help me with so many things, such as fetching vital medications. She can get essential items such as the phone or a bottle of water. She can help me get dressed. She can take my jacket off, my socks. She can help me load and unload the washing machine, get a post from the door. Honestly, the list is endless. I like to call her my little lifesaver because on numerous occasions she has alerted me to life-threatening anaphylactic episodes, and on many occasions she has actually prevented me from calling an ambulance because she has then went to fetch my emergency medication bag, and because I got everything in my system early, we avoided a major emergency. You're such a clever girl, aren't you? Yeah. She has no idea how good she is. Now, some of you may ask if Bliss actually enjoys helping me, and we get so many comments that it isn't fair to make a dog work, but this couldn't be further from the truth. I'm sure you can tell by the clips inserted in this video that Bliss loves to do her job. She can be asleep, and if I ask her to do something, she will jump up with the most enthusiasm you have seen. She loves playing with a ball and she gets plenty of time to just be a dog, but when I ask her to go and do something, she is thrilled. She might not look it right now, but I promise you she is. Now, not only have all of these tasks improved my quality of life, my carers' lives have been transformed. I now don't have to have somebody with me 24 hours a day. My mum can go out the house and pop to the shop, without worrying that I'm going to fall or faint or go into an allergic reaction and won't be able to erase the alarm. Fliss can go and fetch the phone, or if there is someone in the house, she can go and find them, or I have a little alarm in my room that alerts my mum upstairs. So she can now sleep in her own bed at night without worrying that something is going to happen to me. However, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the huge team of people that put their heart and soul to making Canine Partners the incredible charity that it is. Canine Partners is a registered UK charity that transforms the lives of people over the age of 18 living with a physical disability that impacts their independence. They then match you with a dog that meets your physical needs, your lifestyle choices, your housing setup, everything that you necessarily wouldn't think goes into picking the right dog, they take the time to consider. Now, in order for Fliss to become the incredible assistance dog that she is today, she had to undergo an intense training program. Canine Partners actually select their puppies around 7 or 8 weeks old and match them with a puppy parent who is a volunteer that looks after them for around 12 to 14 months and helps them with their basic training. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Fliss's puppy parent at our graduation ceremony, and it was an incredible moment. I don't know how you thank someone who's volunteered to give up over a year and put their heart and soul into training your assistance dog. The assistance dogs then go to their advanced training centre for around 4 months, where they learn all their task work and they are matched with their partner. During this time, they also have a foster carer who will look after them at weekends and give them a break from learning all these new and exciting things. I also had the pleasure of meeting Fliss's foster parent, and again, it was such an overwhelming experience. It is clear that Canine Partners make sure the dogs enjoy the entire process and that everything is reward based. Fliss loves treats, and this is how they train them, and if I need to teach Fliss something new or alter something we already do, I can work with my lovely aftercare helper and use some treats, can't we? However, there is no government funding that is put towards training these incredible dogs. Canine Partners rely solely on donations from the public or corporate sponsors, and even though it is a difficult time at the moment, I strongly encourage you, whether you can donate anything, little or small, please do. And that is it. As you can probably gather, I could talk about Canine Partners and the amazing work they do for hours on end. I cannot thank them enough for providing me with this incredible little lady who has been with me for over 2 years now, has accompanied me on lots of trips. You've even been to Disneyland Paris recently, which was incredible. It was our first holiday where I didn't have to rely on someone to help me get dressed in the morning or get my drink out the back of my wheelchair. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Bye! You're incredible, aren't you? Yeah, you agreeing?